Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very impromptu and a very fast Mechs of the Roundtable podcast with Rabbit Sensei Gaming.
Hello.
And myself, Nightwolf Gaming. Oh, boy. Yeah, we're just doing a quick little video. We haven't done a podcast in a while, and it's been a pain to get everyone together.
Yeah, but there's something that we just have to talk about.
Yes, we've had some time to think about this, and that is Gundam Breaker 3. Third time's the charm that we get an English release.
Here's hoping we get an English release on it. Oh, man, because it looks really good. Even from the small trailer that we got,
yeah.
I noticed a lot of little details during that video.
Oh, yeah. But basically, let's talk about... Well, everyone that probably is going to see this video has probably already seen it, but if they don't, I'll leave a link in the description to the trailer for this, and maybe the SD game as well. I don't know. If you're into SD G Generations or whatever that series is, please feel free to let me know. Maybe I'll figure out a way to play it. I don't know. But, Gundam Breaker 3.
Oh, yeah. Well, since this is your podcast, how about you start us off, man?
I'm so happy it's coming! Although it came a lot sooner than I anticipated.
That's what she said.
That is true. But yeah, it came a bit sooner than I had planned, which is okay. I don't mind it coming out early. I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's sort of like they're doing what happened with the Assassin's Creed series. You know, it's one every year now.
Yep, that may be the future for Gundam Breaker. It's like
no complaints here.
no complaints, so long as it stays consistent and improves with its age and whatnot.
Yeah.
Unlike the Assassin's Creed series, that's kind of petered out a bit.
Yeah, it has. I mean, honestly, let's face it, the Assassin's Creed saga, while it's great, they probably should have ended with 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that, actually. It should have stopped. Because the last one
nice.
It keeps looking prettier and prettier, but it's not improving how I feel about it. Because I played 4 and I'm all like, I don't like this. The ship combat stuff kind of bored me. I think it's cool, but too much of it is just bleh. Okay, that's neither here nor there.
That's another topic. This is Gundam Breaker 2.
2. I thought we were talking about 3.
Sorry, 3.
Trice.
Yes, Trice. Try. There we go. Gundam Breaker Try.
Gundam Breaker Try Fighters.
Oh, man.
But, yeah, I'm excited. But now, unfortunately, I have no choice. I have to buy a PS4.
Yeah.
Or a Vita. One of the two. I'm going for 4. I'm going for 4. I don't, because there are other games on it that I want that are coming out very, very soon. Please help me make money!
Yeah,
subscribe to this channel!
I have to go for the PS4 as well because there's a bunch of games on it that I want to play. Gundam Breaker 3 coming out. The Sword Art Online game that came out here recently that plays like the old .hack games. You know.
Yeah. There's also, Digimon Cyber Sleuth is coming out in February. I want to play that on the channel.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, I want all the current gen consoles, you know, PS4, Xbox One. I've already got a Wii U.
Yeah, but the Wii U will probably be NX'd out.
Actually, from what I understand, the NX isn't a new console. It's supposed to be something that makes it to where it connects your 3DS and your Wii U. At least that's what they keep on advertising. So who knows what it's going to be.
If that's what it's going to be, actually, that could work in Nintendo's favor. So...
Agreed. I mean, but me, since I've already got a 3DS and a Wii U, I don't really need it.
Yeah, we're covered. We're good. We're fine. We don't need it. Well, we'll probably we might buy that to connect things to the Wii U, but other than that...
Oh, yeah.
This is about PS4 and the fact that we need to go out and buy one.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the best bet is to try to get one used because new, those things cost way too much.
Yeah, I was at the store yesterday and I saw them... There were only 2 at the store, my local Fred Meyer's, and it was a Battlefront combo for $340 or $350, and a Black Ops 3 for $350. And I'm like, I don't want either of those bundles.
Yeah.
If I had no choice, I'd get the Battlefront one, but I'm not going to be spending that much. I'd rather save some money.
Yeah. Honestly, I'd rather get a used one with a bonus combo thing like that at GameStop or something to get a game I wanted bundled with it, you know?
No,
I mean, I want Battlefront. I mean, I want it. I love that game. I've played it. It is one of my favorite Battlefront games, actually, because it's just really well made. But that's a story for another time. Gundam Breaker 3. Gundam Breaker 3.
Gundam Breaker 3 is more important. Gundam Breaker 3 is the bomb. We keep on getting sidetracked. That's because I'm tired. No. But all the stuff that's going to be available for the game, or for Gundam Breaker 3, looks really good. Yeah. Right now, everyone's looking at an image of Night Gundam in SD form. Having them for partners should be fun. I'm curious to see how that goes, or how they're implemented.
Yeah, and honestly, if they're adding one SD Gundam, my guess is that they're adding a few more, because look at how many bear guys we got in Gundam Breaker 2.
We got both of them.
Exactly.
But we got...
Even then, there were a couple of different variations, even though they looked very similar on most of them, but you get the point.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I would like to have Night Gundam as my little protege and my partner in crime. I think he's adorable. I still want a master grade version of an actual full-blown Night Gundam. Bandai, work on that! But...
Yes.
Because you did it with the other two Musha Gundams, and I'm annoyed that you didn't do it with Night Gundam. I'm ashamed of you. But... still, Night Gundam in SD form. He's cute. He's fun. I'm excited. There was the thing about talking about part customization, where you could put other parts on the mobile suits and whatnot. That's something that both me and some of my other friends were talking about, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, and I honestly think that's a really good idea, because, I mean, let's look at things like Gundam Thunderbolt.
Yes.
I mean, it had those little extra arms that were added on to the different parts of the unit so that it could have all those shields.
Yeah.
Granted, I like Gundam Thunderbolt and stuff and how it looks on the artistic side. I understand why there's all those shields, but at the same time, it seems overkill with all those shields.
I agree. Well, with like the GM cardigan, it had two shields that never worked in the game, I might add. Only the cannons work. But I get what you're saying. I actually kind of agree. When things are overly armed, it gets a bit crazy. Although...
at that point, it stops being guns and starts being armored core.
Although, to my surprise, two of the Thunderbolt mobile suits will be in the game as well. The Thunderbolt Gundam and the... what is it called? The Psycho Zaku, I guess?
Yeah, something like that. I don't fully remember. I haven't had a chance to fully see it. I've only seen the trailers for Gundam Thunderbolt. But yeah, everything in that looks amazing, by the way.
I watched it. It was on YouTube, so I already saw it.
I'm going to be checking it out sometime here in the next couple days. So
yeah, I would recommend it.
Don't spoil anything for me.
I don't plan on it. I don't want to. I'm just... I was trying to find one of the groups. I don't know. Yeah. Darn it! I was trying to remember some of the other suits that were announced. So
yeah,
there's supposed to be 20.
One thing for certain is that we're now going to be able to play as the version of the RX-70. I believe it's the RX-78, RX-78-2, or just basic RX-78 from Gundam: The Origin. Just because that's the one that we saw going around shooting those things. You know?
Oh yeah, in a sense, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and with all that stuff on there, it's also I noticed that on the detail, the weathering and everything on it seemed a lot better than the weathering in Gundam Breaker 2. So I'm wondering if there's different types of weathering you can add onto it now instead of set generic weathering technique you can add on, you know?
Yeah, it would be cool to see that. Yeah. The Thunderbolts. Kshatriya will make its appearance.
Ah.
I'm excited for that.
Oh, yes.
There's a Braylent custom. I'm not all that thrilled about the Braylent, but it's still a cool looking suit. The Jagu from Unicorn, the weird thing that looks like an elephant trunk. Oh my gosh, the Dear God will make a return and it'll be uglier than ever.
Oh, trust me. I am going to make sure the Dear God returns and is more glorious than one can ever imagine.
And those who say it's not glorious will be smited.
Yes, it shall be smote.
G-Self, Don't really care.
Now, one thing I'm wondering is, are they going to add in the one from G Savior just as a laugh?
Now that would be funny. The sumo and the kapul from Turn A, those are cool.
Yeah.
It's cool to have more Turn A suits. The Barbatos is supposed to be available, but it's only available for... Well, it's a... What is they call it? They say it's a pre-order bonus, but I think it's kind of more or less what it was for Gundam Breaker 2 with the Tri-Fighter. Yeah, they're like... it'll come out later.
Yeah, probably. Or the pre-order thing, one of the two.
Well, obviously, if you get the pre-order, you'll get it earlier, but it'll still be in the game.
Yeah, because let's face it, Bandai Namco is awesome about their DLC for most of their games.
Oh, yeah. They were awesome for Breaker 2s.
Oh, yeah. Everything on the DLC was essentially free. That was the great part.
It was free. It was just like add-ons.
Yeah, which, if it's going to be extra stages that you meant to have in the game already... Yeah, send them out free.
Absolutely.
Because from what I understand, I think they were already on disc.
Yeah.
So yeah, if something's already on disc, let it be a timed free release.
Yeah.
That's how. If it's not on disc and you have to add it to the game itself through installing code onto hardware, then I can understand charging, because that takes a lot of work.
Yeah. The ability to probably add V-fins and other sort of customizable parts. I think I saw somewhere it was talking about like adding extra plated armor things. Like some people do when they make a custom build, they add extra armor pieces or extra armor plates on it to make it look more unique or make it more armor looking. Yeah. I don't know.
Oh man.
Those types of extra bonuses would be cool to do.
Yeah, I know the one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make the RX-79G again, and I'm going to fully deck that thing out. It is going to be amazing.
I agree. It will probably be amazing. It'll be the most amazing thing ever has been seen or ever will be seen again. I don't know.
No, the Dear God's going to have that covered, but RX-79G will get close.
Okay. Fair enough. Let's talk about like suits we'd want to see or things that we want from the game. Because I think
one thing I want from the game straight off the bat, a versus mode.
I don't think I still don't think we're getting a verse mode. Maybe we are. The game still isn't fully out, but since its releases in 2 months, and it feels a bit rushed, to be honest. But so long as the game works on release, I'm not going to complain. They've probably been planning this. They probably just, upscaling a little bit.
Yeah, they've been releasing a lot more Gundam games here recently, which I'm happy for.
Yeah, we're happy for more Gundam games, Bandai, but please give us English translation. English subtitles would be appreciated. Even if I still have to buy the game in Japanese or in another version, just, give me the option.
Yeah.
Give me a subtitle option. That's all I'm asking for. I'll pre-order the game from Japan or from PlayAsia or whatever. Just give me an option. If you give me the option, then I will be much more happier. We're out here. You know it. You're releasing every other game that you make. All your other anime-related games. Gundam is next. You already did it with Extreme vs. Force. I don't know why Breaker isn't getting the same treatment. I don't get that at all.
Well, maybe it is. As you said, they're releasing it in Japan, what, you said 2 months from now?
March 3rd. Well, it's not quite 2 months. It's like it's a little over a month and a half from now.
Yeah, but pretty much, yeah. If it's being released already, and they announced the trailer near its release, as well as announcing that game being released in Japan, around the same time they announced that we're finally getting Gundam games in America again. Maybe they are working on an English translation for it.
Yeah. Well, it's what they've done with the last few Gundam games that have been released. Dynasty Warrior Gundam Reborn just got English subtitles, which is better than nothing. Extreme vs. Force is getting English subtitles, and with Gundam's presence starting to come back again, especially with Iron-Blooded Orphans getting a whole crap ton of attention, I might add, I would get into some of the stuff found out about the English cast for the dub that's coming. But maybe I'll do that another time, not now. I'll wait for the other guys.
Yeah,
if that,
especially since I'm still having to catch up on Iron Blooded Orphans, so...
Yeah, it still doesn't mean that you can't talk about the voice cast. But we'll talk about that another time. Yeah. But, I think, they only have like 3 characters announced, or 3 people who've been cast. And one of them is one of my personal favorites, but I won't spoil it. Shh. But, aside from that, only 20 suits. Last time there was a lot more, but I mean, we're getting all the suits that were already in the last few games, obviously.
Yeah, but 20 new suits added,
It's a bit on the short side.
True, but at the same time, we also have to remember how soon this is coming out after the last one.
Yeah, that's probably why there's less.
Plus, in the last one, they had so many in there, it's hard to add anymore.
That's true. I will say that they probably don't have very many more that they could add to the game. Except for some that got shortchanged in the last one.
Yeah. I mean, we got how many different versions of the Zaku and GM?
Yeah, and at the same time, we missed out on at least one other variation of the GM.
Yeah.
I didn't get my GM Sniper 2. If I don't get it this time, I will be very upset. I will be if I don't at least get a head option. Give me at least the head option. Because the GM is basically a GM regardless of what it looks like. Just give me the option to change a GM's head to a GM Sniper 2. You're already gonna give me the Jesta and the Jaggins and the Stark Jaggin. I just want the head of a GM Sniper 2. Yeah. That's all.
One of the things I'm hoping is... I know that they had a fair amount of seed units in the last one added in.
There's still one missing.
Huh?
One was missing.
Yeah, I know.
Buster was missing.
More than one. I mean, it was the thing of... They forgot a lot of the generic suits from Seed.
That's
such
true,
as
too.
The Strike Dagger and the Jin, as well as the standard MBF02 Astray.
Yeah.
And I want to get a Jin's backpack unit, sword. I just want a Jin. The Jin looks awesome.
I want a Jin.
Astray.
I want a Jin too. I don't care about like the Goofig Knights or the Zaku Warriors. I don't really care if they show up or not, but I do want to see the Jin and the Segu would be nice. And I also want to see Buster Gundam, for God's sake. All the wingsuits were available. Why the hell is Buster Gundam not with the rest of the Seed suits? We got 2 duels. We got the Blitz. We got the Aegis. We got the Justice. We got the Infinite Justice. We got all the other suits, but Buster was left out of the party. Yeah. Why?
My only guess is that maybe they were rushing to get it out because they were having to start on the 3rd one so soon.
Oh, probably. I don't know.
But one thing I do have to say is that we didn't quite get all of the Seed suits. There were a couple of the... I can't remember what they're called. It was the blue and the red standard mobile suits.
The daggers?
Yeah.
Strike daggers. Yeah, they weren't added.
Not the strike daggers. Oh. From Wing.
Oh.
I can't remember the names. I remember one of the pilots was Lady Un. I can't remember the name of the other one right now.
You're talking about like the Tauroses and the Aries.
Yes, it would have been nice to have some of those too. Those would have been really fun.
The Leos. Yeah, it would be nice to have some of them around too. Although I don't think many people would care. I don't know.
You'd be surprised.
Well, I mean, I'd like to see the Leo personally, because I think the Leo is a pretty cool suit, and you basically already have it when it comes to like having Tallgeese's body. The only thing you really need is the head, because they share, at least the first Tallgeese and whatnot, they share similar body structure.
This is very true. Yeah, and then of course, one thing I'd really like to be able to do in the new one is, okay, a lot of people, they don't agree with me a lot of the time whenever I say this stuff,
okay.
But I want to see the ability to have a ball.
You know what? I'm okay with that. Actually, that could work well for like a companion or partner, kind of like the SD Gundams.
Yep. Or better yet, make it to where the ball is a head unit that can work on its own or can be replaced to be the head unit of your mobile suit. That would be amazing.
You would have like the all-seeing eye.
Yes.
Or we could call it Mysterio or something. Give it a cape and everything and make it look like the Spider-Man villain Mysterio. I would do that, actually.
I mean, and then, of course, another thing I'd like to do is I'd like to be able to build miniature versions of the mobile armors, even. You know?
Smaller variations. Actually, I would like it if they gave you the option to play as mobile armors, like they did for Dynasty Warrior Gundam Reborn for certain stages. Yeah, I think that would be fun. It'd be similar to like getting on all those weapons and on all the vehicles in the last game. It'd be pretty much the same thing, except for 5 times the scale. Give you, like, I don't know, give the player like a time limit on how long they can use it to break suits and whatnot, and then, you know, boot them out or something to that nature. Because I'd rather play with one in full scale mode, not a tiny one.
That's what they could do for a versus. Have it to where one player is playing as a mobile armor and has all this extra stuff they can do, and then there's the other players who go up against it. There we go. We have a versus mode.
That would work. I'm pretty sure that... I don't know how balanced that would be. There'd be some probably balancing issues, but I would still like to see something like that. That would be cool. I know the game has a bounty hunter system.
Oh.
Where, when you're not playing, your suit will randomly, I guess, show up in other maps or in other players' files, and you'll have to fight them? I guess. I'm not sure how this is... I looked it up a while ago, but you get paid for taking them out.
I see.
I mean, it's not a full-blown versus. It's similar to like Dragon Ball Xenoverse with the random drops of the characters.
A random unit from another player will appear in your map, and you gotta just...
And you can choose to battle them for items and experience.
Yeah.
It's not a bad system.
Not bad at all. I actually like it. I like the idea.
Yeah, it's not a full-blown versus, unfortunately, but maybe there will be one. They haven't announced it, so I'm probably going to go with probably not. The game is pretty much almost finished if it's coming out in March. Yeah. The only other thing that they could be announcing is probably... Well, I mean, they could be hiding some other modes. They could be, potentially. But I don't know of anything yet.
Now, one thing I'm also wondering is this a direct sequel to the story of Gundam Breaker 2, like Gundam Breaker 2's story was a direct sequel to Gundam Breaker 1?
How am I supposed to know? I couldn't even understand the story.
Well...
I should Wikipedia it.
I had to search online to find out what the story was, but pretty much the whole story of Gundam Breaker 2 is you're the champion of the first Gundam Breaker game, and you're getting to try out the new augmented virtual reality where your own mobile suit that you've made, your Gunpla, goes in, and all the other characters in there, they're AI who don't realize they're AI, and you're pretty much in there helping them, and all this stuff.
Oh, so that was what was happening. Now that makes sense.
Yeah, so it was sort of a hack-like thing. You're in a game, but instead of other players, you're interacting with AI who are self-aware.
Oh boy!
They just don't know that they're AI. They believe that their world is real.
Oh no!
It is. So whenever those characters died, they really died.
Oh, that feels sad. Yeah, I'm assuming it'll probably be a continuation. I think I saw a brief synopsis for it, but I can't for the life of me remember what the synopsis was. I did see some art for, like, characters and whatnot, but at this point in time, I'm really not sure what's going on with that. I'm sure we'll know more later. Oh, what other mobile suits I want to see? I want more Hakushiki suits. I want to see the Delta Plus and the Delta Gundam. Or at least Delta Plus. Just give me Delta Plus, okay? That's all I ask for. Give me Delta Plus, and I'll be happy. And the GM Sniper too.
Oh, that reminds me. We didn't get the Gyan in Gundam Breaker 2, did we?
The Gyan? I don't think so.
Oh, that would be one that'd be nice to have come back in. Not come back in, but to have come in, because, you know, it was a key mobile suit in the original Gundam saga.
Yeah, I probably would never use it. It was one of my least favorite designs out of all of them, but...
Hey, I don't know. That shield, just having the shield itself might be very nice to have.
Well, yeah, the shield and the sword were cool, but the rest of the mobile suit I was not a fan of. I looked at him like, ugh, it's ugly. It's terrible. At least the Zaku's and the Ghosts and the Gelgogs look at least moderately interesting. You look terrible. Who the hell designed you?
Well, it was sort of a one-off suit, so...
Yeah, and it didn't last long either, so...
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing it in the game, obviously, but...
Same goes with its weapon. It'd be nice to have sort of a beam rapier style in there.
Yeah, I would like to see that. Oh, wait. Some of the other or other series that got a little bit neglected and probably are part of the reason why we even have Gundam Breaker in the first place. The build fighter suits.
Yeah.
I want to see more build fighter suits.
I agree. That would be nice to have in there.
Because most of the mobile suits that are already in existence in the game already exist. Yeah. Everything from the Camphor to Exia to, well, you name it, you got it. They are all already there. So I want to know why we don't have variations on them that would probably just be a simple skin change and an ability setup. I don't think it would take as long as they probably would admit, and my ear itches. Ah!
It's a good question, and I'm not really sure how they're going to go about it.
Yeah.
But in the end, this game's going to be a lot of fun, and
yes.
I have a feeling that they're probably going to increase the amount of customization on the paint aspects as well, because just from how the Origins version of the Gundam looked on that opening trailer, I could tell there was a lot more extra paint stuff done to it. It wasn't just a graphical upgrade, it was options upgrade.
Yeah.
So.
That is true. I am eager.
Oh, yes.
Oh, boy. We're excited. We're very excited.
Oh, you better believe it.
My one thought is how I'm going to end up recording it and stuff. I'm like, how am I going to do this?
Well,
I'm wondering if we should do a co-op together.
Well, if I can get a PS4 and get that in time, whenever you get a PS4 and get that, then yeah, certainly, but...
Otherwise, it's up in the air, guys. It's up in the air.
Yeah.
But eventually we'll probably play it together.
Expensive, and games are expensive as well. It's the thing that I have to be choosy, and I can only choose maybe 1 or 2 games to get a year because of how expensive they are.
Yeah. That sometimes happens to me, too, unless I have got a saved up amount of money.
Yeah.
Support our YouTube channels and get us noticed. Get us noticed so then we can have more, so then we can actually make this full time and we can actually give you guys the stuff that you deserve.
Yeah, because right now we're just no, we're not. I'm not going to pimp my channel right now. I'm not going to pimp my channel.
Pimp it. Do it.
No, I don't have a pimp cat and I don't have a pimp cane, so I can't do it right now.
No. Everybody knows that we hang out a lot. And if any of you guys out there who will be inevitably having this game and will have it for the PS4, let us know. Maybe we'll play together or something. If you have a channel and you want to be promoted by either myself or Rabbit, well, you can contact me. I'm available. I got nothing.
And my YouTube channel has the option to send me a message there, so yeah, you can contact me there too. I'm happy to interact with anyone, really.
Yep, we all are. We want to be interactive. Please send your love. Reach out through the internet. Give us virtual hugs.
Just be sure to keep it in good touch territory. You go near bad touch, I'm calling the cops.
Right. Same goes for me. Do we have anything else to talk about when it comes to Breaker 3? Are there any mobile suits that we didn't mention?
Well, one thing I can think about right now is I just had this thought pop up in my head, and that's the fact that with how Gundam Breaker's been doing so successfully in Japan and even the Western part of the world, you know?
Yeah.
It's not that far off to think that maybe, just maybe, once they finally get all the parts and stuff from the different mobile suits available, that it could be turned into some sort of MMO. Because think about it, they've got Gundam Online in Japan right now, where it's the giant, massive battle MMO, and you can use different units in that, custom paint them. You know, that right there is pretty cool. But a lot of people, you know, who like Gundam, it could work well for an MMO. You know, you're walking around, you've already got your avatar suits in Gundam Breaker 2.
Yep.
So just have those walk around, build things up, and then say, okay, there's a mission up in here. Okay, so launch, and it goes into an instance, sort of like how, what, I guess not an MMO, but an MORPG, you know, a multiplayer online RPG.
Yeah.
Which I guess technically that's what the game is, alright, but I mean more on a large scale, to where in town you can meet with people, you know, it'll prefer people who are on your friends list and stuff, but, you know, other than that, it'll be a thing where some random people you can run across.
Yeah. Oh, that was another thing. I think that would be a cool thing to do, would be to allow us to also customize the avatar appearance more.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If you're gonna just give us all these suits and whatnot, give us the option to paint them. Or color them in different variations, because don't get me wrong, I normally find a normal suit that I like, but I'd like to have the option to, you know, color it how I want to color it.
Exactly. Not to mention the fact that in Gundam Breaker 2, the suits, it was just a thing of, okay, you got this one, alright, you've gotten to this level, now you get the same one with different colors. Why not just give us the option to color it right off the bat, you know?
Yeah, just give us all the suits and then just give us the color options.
Yeah, because once we find one that we're gonna stick with, it's just a thing of, okay, we unlock this new one. Who cares?
Exactly. That's what I normally did anyway. I stuck with one design and I was happy.
Yep. But yeah, another thing I was also thinking about is something that'd be neat with the Gundam Breaker Saga is to treat it sort of like how the Gundam Battle Operation original was, where you could get out of your mobile suit.
Ooh. You know? I don't think that's going to be happening.
It's not going to happen, no. But I'm saying it would be neat to have happen in a future Gundam Breaker title.
Yeah, maybe. Having certain missions where you have to be on ground and have to fight other soldiers.
Yeah, because think about it. I mean, not just fight other soldiers, but maybe an espionage mission where you're going in on foot, undercover, so that you can get in and steal a new mobile suit or something like that.
Steal new mobile suits, blow up bases with explosives, stuff of that nature.
That would be really cool to have in there. I mean,
yeah.
Just imagine, it's one of those things where, okay, I need this mobile suit's part, but I can't get it this way. Wait a moment, they don't launch at the beginning. I'm just going to go in with a generic here, get out, sneak over. Yes, I finally get this mobile suit I've been wanting the parts for so long.
It would be... It's kind of similar to that one episode of Gundam Build Fighters, the fight between the Camphor and GM Sniper K9.
Yeah.
Because he had soldiers built into the Sniper K9, and they came out and they planted explosives. That's pretty cool. I would like to have an option like that. Agreed.
As well as maybe some extra, in arena type things, maybe some destructible environments like bridges that you could blow up so that you can enter the process of, sorry, I'm trying to think, progress, not process, progress, into the progress of the enemies, like that could be good for just a story mission or even some multiplayer too.
Yeah.
I mean, if they could do it in Gundam Crossfire.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Get to it. Get it done. We're so excited. I think we're gonna end. I think we should probably end here.
Yeah, probably, because we're starting to ramble on about things that are things that we'd want in a future Gundam Breaker game, not Gundam Breaker 3. So.
Yep, we don't know enough, and it's coming soon to a game console near you. Go out and buy it. Go out and support Gundam and our channels. Please.
Support Bandai Namco, Sunrise Entertainment. They're amazing. They brought us this series. Please, guys, please, Bandai Namco, Sunrise, bring Gundam Breaker to the U.S. Even if you only do subtitles in English, that'd be fine.
And also, if it's only digital copy. I would prefer. If it's only a digital copy, it'd be. I'd prefer physical copy, but I'll take digital if that's my only option.
Yeah, I mean that's the way we had to deal with. I believe it was Dynasty Warrior 7 Empires and stuff like that. So
And Dynasty Warrior Gundam Reborn.
yeah,
It was digital in the U.S., though the U.K. got physical copies. Lucky bastards.
yeah.
That's right. You heard me, Gilgamesh. I don't know if you watch my channel. You probably don't because you don't know what's happening, but curse you. I'm kidding.
And now we should probably go because we're starting to get a little loopy here. So,
all right, guys. Please leave likes and comments and subscribe to this channel for more stuff. And I will try to keep you apprised of any new Gundam Breaker news and progress on if I'm going to be getting it sooner rather than later. I'm starting to work on it, but it's still going to take some time. Anyway, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Peace, folks. Don't forget to give us a countdown, though.
Okay. Just give me a moment. Okay, it's recording now. Okay. So, let's get started. 3! Everyone, get ready to start your engines in 3, 2, 1! Did I forget to mention that I'm kind of tired?
Just a little, yeah.
I worked a lot yesterday, and I worked with my mom, and then I did a bunch of other stuff. That's neither here nor there. I will put this in the blooper section that I normally put at the end of the video. Why not? Why not?